right. We'll see if that's true. Go on, read the morning announcement.
Any interested student should fill out an applicant survey.
I knew you were lying.
I am nothing but an attention-seeking time bomb, a disaster waiting to happen.
I can't control my horny level.
You're not manly because you watch the Patriots and drive a Harley. You understand that? You people are out of the pit of hell. And I pledge eternal warfare and defeat, and we are gonna beat you. And humanity is gonna get past you, you cancer.
Welcome to Double D's World.
Hey folks, welcome back. Double D here. I know it's been like a week. What? Double D's been busy. He's been working on Double D Studios, trying to make it a little better for everyone. We're making this thing happen. So for today's show, we're going to be talking a little about Rob Gronkowski, a couple other things that piss me off, and I think we might throw a little bit of politics, but not exactly what you think. So stay tuned, listen up, prepare to laugh. Double D. Double D. You've chosen to listen to my program. Stay tuned. This is going to be a great episode, people.
I want to blank your brains out.
Who's that man Gronkowski? If the end zone was a home, he'd have a house key. 6'6", he's never been in any danger, even though 3 years ago he was a teenager. Shopping for him must be so hard to do, cause he wears a massive size 16 shoe. He went to college in Arizona, and he calls BB Jones when he gets a Gronk boner. Who's that man?
That's Rob Gronk.
What's he gonna do?
He ain't gonna stop.
Let us all enjoy the show that commences as he destroys opposing defenses. If he was alive in 1775, no revolution would be needed to survive. British soldiers with just one glance would run back home with wet underpants. I have scotch that is older than him, and I like to drink it when the Patriots win. If you think a team's winning is a reason you're wrong. Rated at 87 all day long. Who's that man?
That's Rob Gronk.
What's he gonna do?
He ain't gonna stop.
Let us all enjoy the show that commences as he destroys opposing defenses. Who's that man?
That's Rob Gronk.
What's he gonna do?
He ain't gonna stop.
Let us all enjoy the show that commences as he destroys opposing defenses.
Thank you, Uncle Pogie from Old Port Productions, for bringing us that great tune. Just want us to start this segment off talking about the great Rob Gronkowski, one of three brothers who play in the NFL. The Patriots just so happen to get this guy, and my God, what a pickup it is. I mean, the Patriots always have a knack of picking up a good tight end. You know, we had Jermaine Wiggins in that first Super Bowl, Daniel Graham. I mean, Ben Watson didn't really turn out to be what we wanted him to be, but he was a fantastic athlete. And Aaron Hernandez, who doesn't get any credit. Well, no, he does. Well, because he's also is equally fantastic. Christian Fourier, the list goes on. And Algie Crum, like, I'm getting off subject. I want to talk about the man Rob Gronkowski. He breaks his neck. His neck twisted in 18 different positions, and he got up and he was fine. Last week, on Sunday, he broke his ankle and he was out there 4 plays later. He ran off the field. You don't see any NFL players doing that, NHL, anyone. They just lie on the ground and they cry and they wait for trainers to come out. He just got up pissed. I mean, yeah, adrenaline's rushing and he got to go back out there and things, but high ankle sprains, they don't just go away. You know, it's one of the toughest injuries to deal with. Ben Roethlisberger basically sucked this year because of his. Rob Gronkowski, man, he's the size, he can block people, and he does. He can catch the ball wherever it's thrown. You know, he's tall, he breaks tackle. This guy's a fantastic athlete. Patriots need to maybe re-sign him. Just a thought. Little interesting side note about Rob Gronkowski. I don't think I talked about this in another podcast, but things kind of run together. Kind of saw the guy in Mohegan Sun a couple weekends ago with my friend Bloodbath. Now Bloodbath, like, he's an angry dude, and he just makes out with any girls he sees. He fights people. He's not exactly your best friend material guy, just because of those things. You can't really get close to the guy. When he's there, and you're always up for something with this guy. He's unpredictable. And so, of course, Bloodbath drags me to the casino. He wants to gamble and, hit on floozies. So, Bloodbath's a couple $100 down, and he's just looking for trouble, anyone that looks at him wrong. And then we see a posse walk by. Who is it? Rob Gronkowski, Sterling Moore, and a few other Patriots in their posse. Nothing infuriated Bloodbath as much as this. He wanted to go up and take a picture of him, but I'm like, Bloodbath, really? Bloodbath looked at me like 10 seconds. I'm like, alright. He's alright, Double D's just here to have a good time, Bloodbath. Anyways, later on, Bloodbath drags Double D to the club in Mohegan Sun, Ultra 88. And who do we see there? Rob Gronkowski, grinding up on these three chicks, just, macking, throwing it down, doing whatever. So you know what? Bloodbath goes, I'm gonna get a picture of this dude. Alright? Pulls his camera up, and then he's tackled down to the ground by security. Funny story. And then they kind of watched us, and we left because it was awkward, and went to the waterfall. But anyways, if anything ever bad happens to him, we can blame Bloodbath for for not allowing Mr. Gronkowski to enjoy his evenings. But Rob is definitely the best out of the three boys, and that's all I want to say about that. So stay tuned. We got a little things that piss Double D off, and getting into a little bit of politics. Stay tuned. Hi folks, this is Double D, and you've been listening to me rant about God knows what. If you like what you're hearing, or if you just want to subject this crap to someone else, follow me on Twitter at EdsRant, EDS Rant, or like my Facebook fan page, Double D's World. Other than that, stay tuned for more of this crap, because really, what else are you going to do?
You are not going to grow a tomato. You're not going to do anything. You're going to go to the store, and you're going to eat GMO cross-species tomatoes and potatoes.
Which brings me back to things that just tick me off. Like I said in the intro, and this is just going to be like a quick spiel, quick rant of just, it's just going to be random. And I'm warning you right now that it's just me kind of getting things off my chest real quick. First off, I hate when people, when you want something from them, they're nowhere to be found. But when they want something from you, it's like they're on you, and they won't get off your freaking back about it. And it's the end of the world if you do something, even though you bend over backwards to make things right for them all the time. 1. 2 is Facebook politics. People that just go off on random political, whatever post that's made. Leave your opinion to yourself. I understand that you have an opinion, and don't get mad if I delete your opinion, because I don't want it on my friggin' wall. I have the right to put and delete anything on my Facebook wall that I do or do not want. Why? Because Double D said so. FNA, Cotton. FNA. 3. When I'm in the gym and I'm working out and my headphones are on, don't come over to me. Don't tap me on the shoulder and tell me I'm doing something wrong and show me something. Okay? I know in a previous segment I talked about how I did that to someone. But today in the gym, somebody came over to me and for 20 minutes was arguing with me. Just like made me make a suggestion and walk away like I did. And that's like, I was just wondering, blah, blah, blah. No, don't tell me that, if you do it this way. Because you know what? In this circumstance, he was wrong. And I knew for a fact. I was utilizing a certain muscle. It's something that multiple of trainers have told me to do. And it's my tricep muscles. And my tricep muscles are very strong, and I know how to work them out. I know how to destroy my tricep muscles. Alright, 4. Or, I don't even know what the hell number we're on. 4. If you're driving, alright, and somebody's not going, alright, if I'm not going the speed limit, pass me. Alright, but if I'm doing 5 miles over, get the hell off my ass, because I will brake check you. Alright, unless you want to be a new tail ornament on my friggin' Mazda 6, get off my friggin' ass. Every day home on 125. Things that make me happy. And I have to do this because all those things just piss me off. So now I have to make things that make me happy. Things that make me happy. I got a new Canon ear filter in my car. Makes my car sound really good. Oh yeah. They also put a Heavenly Donut in on the way to where I work, because I think Dunkin' Donuts is terrible now. And even though Heavenly Donut is a chain, it's more of a localized, family franchise type deal. And I like that better. And the coffee and food's better. Not that I get a donut every morning, even though it looks like I get a donut every morning. I don't. I like their coffee better in general. And, I hate how universal these big corporations are becoming, because I hate the fact that a burger is made the same way at every McDonald's you go. Not that I try not to eat fast food anymore because it's disgusting. If I'm hanging out with Bloodbath and Toad, maybe we'll get 300 chicken McNuggets after a drunk night of I don't drink. No, I do, but you've heard me drink. But seriously, where was I going? Oh yeah, local businesses. So I want to support them, and I like going there in the morning. I get my blueberry iced coffee, Right now I'm enjoying a blackberry beer. I'm feeling a little fruity. Not in that way. Get your mind out of the toilet. Other things that make me happy. Smiles. Today, I was in the grocery store, and this little old lady was in a Rascal, which I'm probably going to be in 20 years, the way my health is going. And she was trying to reach ice cream bars on the bottom shelf. She just couldn't reach it. So I'm like, hey, ma'am, can I help you? And I grabbed the phone, and she gave me a big smile. Yeah. Little things like that. You know what I mean? I didn't do anything out of my way, really. I was just walking by. Other people were walking by. They didn't help her. She was an older lady. So I'm gonna help her. I'm gonna feel good. The fact that I'm helping someone, she could have said no, and either way, I asked. I put myself out there. And, she just gave me a big smile, that's all. I didn't expect anything from her, and that was better than her giving me a $5 bill. To be honest with you, I don't care about money like that. And I'm glad, I feel bad every time I'm driving down the highway and I see somebody, pulled over because they have a flat tire and they're not working on it. Like, I should pull over and help them, like they're not able to, because I am very capable of changing a tire. I don't know. And I don't know, is it my position to? Blackberry beer. But, anyways, well, those are things that make me happy. Another thing I appreciate is the show South Park. Why? Oh, it's dumb humor, blah, blah, blah. You know why? Because all these different shows, they take different, liberal or conservative or bash these people, but don't touch these people. South Park goes after everything and everyone. It doesn't matter if it's Glenn Beck. It doesn't matter if it's President Obama. It doesn't matter if it's Steve Irwin. It doesn't matter if it's Jesus, Gandhi, God, the devil. They make fun of it all. And I have a little kind of a disturbing clip at the beginning of an episode. And I mean, it's not funny, but it is funny because I don't know. Should I play it? All right. Here it is, and we'll get back after this in the third segment.
I'm the man who's gonna put a bullet between your eyes!
Hey, he's got a gun!
You little bastard! You fucked
Sir, please. I don't know you.
Yeah, right. All right, what the hell is going on here? You, sir, need to leave this area.
Oh, God, he shot him.
You had to push me, didn't you? Now you.
Sir, I truly don't know.
There. How's it feel, huh?
Please, I don't know you.
You're Gordon Saltsky, right? Truck driver from Chicago?
Come on, what you're listening to can't be that painful.
Ow! Ow! What was the point of all that? Ow!
Well, too damn bad. Stay tuned for Double D's World.
I can't, what?
Winner, Tim Thomas, goaltender of hockey's Stanley Cup champion Boston Bruins. His team was honored at the White House yesterday, and as a past U.S. Olympian and the only American native on it, you would have thought he might have welcomed that honor. Instead, he upstaged it. Thomas not only boycotted the event, but wrote a rambling defense of his insult to the office of the president that at once claimed his right to make a political statement while insisting he wasn't making a political statement. I believe the federal government has grown out of control, threatening the rights, liberties, and property of the people. Because I believe this, I exercised my right as a free citizen and did not visit the White House. This was not about politics or party. You know what's not in the Constitution? A U.S. Olympic team, especially not one for professional athletes like Tim Thomas. Actually, I would defend his political statement if he had had the courage to admit that that's what it was, instead of hiding behind the mealy-mouthed language of his favorite commentator. Any guesses? Right, Lonesome Rhodes Beck. But instead of being a good teammate and making his comment after the visit, or, hell, show some guts, goaltender, make the comments during the visit, his hissiness served only to overshadow the honor of the rest of the team. Immigrants and foreigners all, by the way, they obviously embraced. And beyond the disrespect to his team, I don't get the disrespect to the presidency or the White House. First time I was invited there, I was shaking so nervous, I got lost during the 2-block walk from my hotel. I couldn't convince my feet to turn around. Had nothing to do with the president or a president. I already met that guy. This was the White House. You know, FDR, Teddy Roosevelt, Lincoln, whoever you liked, those guys. And their successor had invited me in.
And this is what makes Keith Oberman an absolute effing retard. And I hate saying, no, I don't want to say that. He is a schmuck, a poonce, a coward, a jerk, a menace, whatever. If somebody wants to make a stand, they should be able to make a stand. I'm not going to fall in line because I'm told to or because that's what's expected of me. So don't crap on a guy for doing that. Right? If something I believe in my heart, all right, for instance, Martin Luther King, all right, he obviously, he was hated by cops and whatever, but he stood up for something. All right, I'm not comparing Tim Thomas to Martin Luther King and greatness-wise, but I'm comparing them as them standing up for what they friggin' believe in. Rosa Parks, and I know these are Black history. I'll get to other examples. Rosa Parks stood up what she believed in, and she didn't want to sit in the back of the bus. All right, she sat in the front of the bus because she stood up. But does anyone say anything? Oh, she should have gone to the back of the bus because, that's what that you're following in line. That's what you're told to do, and that's what you're supposed to do. No. Absolutely not. And nobody looks down at her. Nobody looks bad about her. But because Tim Thomas has right-wing views on things, the media eats it up. They friggin' bend Tim Thomas over, and they give him a shot of negative poutine pie. It's beyond me. And it is stupid. And things like this is why I don't watch television anymore. Not even, conservative Fox. PMSNBC. All those stations. The only news you can get is online. And it's so hard to, determine who's, credited. Whatever I tell you, do the research of. Alright? Make an opinion for yourself. You just heard what Keith Oberman said about Tim Thomas. Make a judgment for yourself. All right? I'm not saying that I wouldn't have gone, even though, personally, Barack Obama is an absolute loser. You know what I mean? Would I have gone to the White House? Probably. All right? But doesn't matter. It's a stand that he took, and you gotta honor and respect someone for that. Don't shun and turn him down. And it's because of this why in society is becoming so narrow-minded. So do your research. All right? Just because Keith Oberman or Linda or Wasserman or whatever her name is, Wasserman Schultz or Barack Obama, whatever these people tell you, don't believe just because they're of authority. All right? Do your research. Barack Obama had his State of the Union address last night and went on about how he wants to take down the executive branch or reform it, which is the Constitution, and he wants the power for himself. We don't live in a monarchy. We don't need a king. People need to start taking care of each other. People need to start doing things for themselves and not relying on this government. All right, Tim Thomas made a small stand. People crapped on him. But you know what, Tim? I stand with you. I stand with you. I love you, brother. Not because I'm a hockey fan or because I'm a Bruins fan. Because I'm a fan of standing up for what is right. Stand up, take charge, and be a man. So, how do you like it so far? If you like it, I urge you to go to Facebook and like Double D's World. Or also, follow me on Twitter at Ed's Rant. Stay satisfied, people.
Listen, you bastard. We're not telling people what to think. We're just telling them to unlock their minds and start paying attention to your tricks. Do you got me, boy?
Let's wrap up the show with a little story from Double D. Today I went into the Mobile on the Run. I had to get a little gas for the D-Mobile. It's got to transport my big ass around. So Double D decides to get a little gas and exchange a couple $1 scratch tickets. And he had bought at Shaw's for $1 and won his money back. There's a cute girl working at Irving, and there was like a 40-year-old guy talking to her, and he was talking like, oh, thank you, blah, blah, blah. And I was up next, so I stood up to, give her my scratch tickets, and suddenly he busts back in, looks over at her and goes, hey, do you have Facebook? I was going to friend you. And she kind of looked awkward at him, and then awkward at me, and then awkward at him, and said, oh, yeah, I have it, but I don't really use it. And he's like, oh, I was going to add you. And then he's like, all right, I'll see you later. And then walked out. So, then so I asked her, oh, how you doing? She's like, good, how was your night? I'm like, good. I'll exchange the two $1 winners for two, whatever. So, at the end of that, she's like, have a good night. I was like, you too. And then I turned around, I'm like, so by the way, do you have MySpace? I got like 300 friends. I'm kind of a big deal. Just joking with her. She just broke out laughing. She's like, wasn't that guy creepy? He was old enough to be my dad. And I'm like, that was pretty creepy. So let's just do a little recap on the show. Rob Gronkowski's the man. Also, Tim Thomas is the man. Keith Oberman's an asshole. If anyone sees bloodbath on the streets, watch out. He drives a blue Ford Ranger. Alright. There's devil horns. It smells like old cigar and Jack Daniels. Watch out for bloodbath. And I'm completely honest with you. He's out there. I'm serious. Bloodbath. He's Toad's roommate. Besides that, everyone, little word of wisdom. I like to do this at the end of every show. Well, I I don't know if I have, but I like to think that I do. You know, put a smile on your face. Do a good deed for someone else. Because at the end, it's just going to come back and, you know, good karma's coming around. So put a smile on your face. Be a nice person. All right? Make sure you honor, love your mothers. Honor and love, you know, our soldiers fighting for our freedom. All right? Of course, Mac and date on them Cougars. And, you know, salute the flag. Keep a smile on your face, and Double D's out. Peace.
Canadian women are sometimes very snobby, dude. It's tough. It's tough.
My life was about to be changed forever.